Hey, on today's podcast, we're going to be interviewing Heinz. We're going to be talking about our keto journey. We also have a laptop journey going on and our Super Bowl picks for this weekend. So stay tuned and we'll catch you in a sec.
Keto Island Boys, this is time to dive. Living that keto life keeps you alive. Heinz and Jeff bring the island vibe. Listen up now, you'll thrive.
Hey, welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Keto Island Boys Podcast.
Yay!
So for today, I thought I'd return the favor and interview Heinz. He interviewed me last week, and this is not scripted. And I'm just gonna fire away with some questions. And Heinz, let's see how you do. You ready for this?
Sure. Yeah. I'm excited. I'm excited.
All right. So this is get everyone to get to know Heinz a little bit more, and there'll be some fun questions and some keto related questions that we can also talk about. And you guys noticed my new microphone is pretty nice. Let's see how it sounds on your end. Okay, Heinz.
I'm using mine too. But yeah, and probably one of my favorite things about doing a podcast with your homies is like you just get to do some random stuff like ask random interview questions to them. And now I'm like kind of mad that I didn't have more fun questions. I went strictly off of what AI was. I know. Because I'm like, dang, I kind of wish I could go back and ask some of those questions. But hey, I lost my chance, and now it's the interviewee, and you are now the interviewer, and so
Okay.
let's see what happens.
All right. Hopefully, you guys learned some stuff about me last week, and here's a little bit of questions about Heinz. So, Heinz, question number one: if you could eat one keto-friendly meal the rest of your life, what would it be?
Ribeye for sure, ribeye, hands down. And it's all these carnivore people out there that are constantly just making their content of them. Like they'll be eating a ribeye. You have the TikTok girl who eats all her ribeyes outside. Like she just likes to be outdoors and eats her ribeye. Then you have that other, I think is the other Dr. Sean Baker, I believe his name is. Have you ever seen that dude?
No.
I think he's in Washington State. He's in like Snohomish. Anyways, he's like a dude in his fees or something, and he sits there and he'll play like a video, like a TikTok or something, like another video, and then he'll just sit there, and then the video will be basically doing the talking of like he'll be talking about like the basically just talking smack about eating too many carbs and stuff like that, what it does to you, or he does it on like all these different subjects. Meanwhile, he doesn't say nothing. He just sits there and eats his steak, which I think is kind of a gangster like way of making content, because it's like you don't have to say anything, and all you're doing is just sitting. And by the way, all these people look amazing. So
nice.
That's why it's like right when you asked that, I knew.
Right away. Okay, great. Question number two: how would you explain the keto diet to an alien visiting Earth?
Yeah, I would just say no sugar, no carbs, and lots of fat.
Okay. Yeah.
That's an interesting question.
Yeah. Just wondering, or just we could say alien, but it could just be someone who don't know anything about the ketogenic diet. But yeah, that's basically it.
Yeah, when you say alien, I just assume just as long as the alien has not killed me already, right? Because I'm assuming like this is like I've watched Independence Day. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Okay.
The first if I'm still alive, then it's like. And I had to explain it, then that's what I would do.
All right, question number three. Yeah. Describe your perfect keto cheat day without actually breaking ketosis. What would be your perfect keto cheat day? And you wouldn't break ketosis if you had a cheat day. Describe it.
Man, it's crazy. So, I mean, in the morning, I would definitely have a Belgian waffle.
Interesting.
With tons of butter. Yeah, tons of butter and tons of and then syrup.
Hash browns?
And then, man, I'm going fat. Nah, I don't. It's funny. So because I'm like on keto, it's weird. Like stuff potatoes, like I don't really crave it. After the waffles though, I would go cinnamon toast crunch,
Oh,
like a bowl of that,
nice.
a bowl of that. Yeah. And then I would definitely have pizza, like a meat lover's pizza with extra cheese,
Mm.
super cheesy,
What's your favorite
and then
pizza? What
oh
in the
you know
U.S.?
it's funny. This is what's that?
Yeah, sorry. Go ahead. In the U.S. company, pizza chain.
Well, I mean, I was a big fan of Domino's for a while just because of the app.
Okay.
Because there's times where their app was so good, I would pull up to a Domino. This just shows you how fat I was. But I would pull up to a Domino's, order on the app, and then like the pizza would be done in less than 10 minutes. They were pretty quick, and then I would just go in and pick it up. So I felt like the efficiency of their app was good. The other part of it is their Domino's they do like a Brooklyn style, so real thin crust.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then I do on that. Yeah, I do extra cheese on that, and then all the toppings on that. It's like, it's kind of like the most keto type pizza that they have because it's like very limited. It's like it's very like tiny thin crust,
Mm-hmm.
but and then I throw hella like cheese and like toppings on top of it, mostly like meat items, but yeah, I like mushrooms too, and so yeah.
Okay. Here's a
And then,
general. Oh, go ahead. Yep. Oh, yeah, that was just a snack. That
well,
was your lunch. Oh
my
shit.
cheat day's not yet done yet.
Oh yeah.
Say my cheat day's
Yeah.
not yet done yet. Then yeah, but what's funny is that you brought up hash browns, and you know what I would want? I would definitely want eventually, and because I would, I would still want a ribeye for dinner, but I would want to eat it with mashed potatoes, gravy, and stuffing. So
Oh.
having that, like those, like, and just gravy all
Mm-hmm.
over the mashed potato and stuffing. Oh, yeah. And then easy for dessert, like multiple chocolate chip cookies with vanilla ice cream, or
Bomb.
chocolate chip cookie dough, which is like vanilla. So it's just that, and then maybe a cookies and cream milkshake to top it all off, and or maybe some creme brulee. I have a sweet and then also some sour gummies, and I'll finish it off with sour gummies. Like if I can eat all of that, everything I said, I'm not even. I'm not playing. I would eat all of that in one day, happily, happily. That would be one of my
Yeah.
best cheat days.
Oh, man, that's that's up my alley. Yeah, I love it. That is good. Okay, well, let's get to question number 4. If keto had a mascot, what would it be?
Keto had a
Who would be
mask.
the mascot of keto? What do you envision the mascot would be?
Well, that's I don't know. That's kind of like I want to say, would that be like a grizzly bear? But don't bears eat? Oh yeah, bears eat like
Oh,
berries and
I
stuff.
don't know. I was thinking more like like a bacon, like a like a bacon mascot, or like what represents keto? What one dish or one food? If it was a mascot, you know, what would it be?
I think it might be avocado might be up
Yeah.
there in the because those are the two. I feel like it would be somewhere it would be between bacon and avocado. Those two are like they just seem to be used the most when people
Yeah.
talk
What
about keto.
when people think
They
about
talk
keto?
about
Yep.
avocado a lot, and then the imagery that they use for it is kind of those two things.
Mm-hmm.
But
Okay.
yeah,
Next question. What's one keto myth you wish people would stop believing?
I think it's the cholesterol. I think it's the cholesterol thing. And, once again, we're not doctors here, but, I think a
Mm-hmm.
lot of people worry too much about cholesterol. And I'm like, I don't think that's really the biggest thing you really have to worry about when it comes to keto. So, because I've heard it's actually helped people out. So,
Mm-hmm.
this is beyond our pay grades when it comes to talking about keto stuff like that. But I feel like that's the one subject, I don't know, until we could get, and if there's better if you know of better information out there, feel free to teach us in the comments and let us know if if there is a
I
direct
mean,
correlation. But I don't think
one
so.
surefire way is when we get our physical and they take our cholesterol levels. You would know right away
Yeah,
if it's working or not. Which I probably will get by in the next month or two, so I can give an update to that. But yeah, good. That is one myth. And then
And,
question.
and like I said, so we're not doctors. We're not saying that that's just that's just what we believe as a
Yeah.
myth.
Okay, one more keto, a little question on this interview here. What is your favorite keto hack that surprises people?
I think this one would be just that you can get extra heavy cream from Starbucks and it's free. So if you
Mm-hmm.
add heavy cream to the drink, so like basically my drink, my keto drink, and it's actually I drink this when I'm not on keto either, is a iced venti Americano with 6 pumps of sugar-free vanilla
Ooh,
and
yep.
extra heavy cream. Extra heavy cream. Maybe like sometimes I'll go 5 or 4, depending, because that is a lot of pumps. But yeah,
Yeah.
just knowing that you can add extra heavy cream to almost any drink and it's free, I think that's just a nice keto hack that it's good because it just tastes good, makes your drinks taste good, and it's guilt free, especially when it comes to doing keto. I
Yep.
wish they started doing butter. Do they do butter? I haven't tried butter. Butter.
No, they don't.
Yeah,
Yeah, they don't.
that the real OG bullet.
Although, although I've heard Starbucks recently, they're trying to get with like Italy, and they start putting olive oil. Have you heard of the olive oil for Starbucks? They've,
You're, I think I have. Yes,
but I don't think that's a keto thing. But they've,
I,
huh? Yeah.
I haven't tried it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So
I
yeah,
haven't tried it either, but I've heard they put olive oil in their coffees for Starbucks. So yeah, that's all right. Here,
I'd
let's
be
go.
down to.
Let's get to question number 7. So a little bit more personal. Heinz, what is one weird or unusual talent that you have?
Weird, usual talent,
I mean,
man.
I think people are surprised how fast like you're quick. Like I remember playing softball, and man, you shot out like a
Yeah,
cannon. Like although you can't stop, you could.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean that. I mean, I was an athlete a long time ago, and it's
Mm-hmm.
funny because I still, in my head, feel like I still am at times, and
Yeah.
we could say that when like I'm unusually quick for my size and
Yeah.
stature. And so it's
For sure.
and I like to say quick because I can't really run long, like far as fast as far as I used to,
Yeah.
because I'm not like that yet. I'm actually still trying to, that's why we're doing keto, trying to lose a little bit of weight, look better. And so, but yeah, I think that's one random thing people just sometimes don't know about how quick I am, because I was a little quick guy when I was like 11, 12, 13, 14 years old. So, but as years go on, foods, you start
Yep.
eating different. I stopped growing too. So then it's kind of,
Yeah.
started growing in a different way. Yeah. So my my
Okay.
random quickness.
All right. And how about this one? Question number 8. If you were a superhero, what would your superpower be, and what would be your weakness?
Man, I mean, I just go right off the bat. Superman kind of has all the best powers, right? He's just like, he
Uh-huh.
can fly.
Which one? Pick one. Would you want to be invisible? You like to fly? Strength?
It'd probably be flying. Flying is probably the best, just because it's like you get to go and be anywhere, everywhere at
Mm-hmm.
you. The problem though with flying is that you don't really have excuses for not being at places, because it's like, bro, you can
So that would be your weakness, is that you would be late to things?
yeah, that I mean, that is the weakness, that you would, if you don't show up, you would have to lie to people about why you didn't show up. If you couldn't just tell the truth, it's just,
Yeah.
oh, how come you didn't come see him? Like, oh, I couldn't make it. Traffic was bad. You can't.
Question number 9 is if you won the lottery, it's like 100 million or so. What's the most ridiculous thing you'd buy first?
I mean, if I won the lottery, something like that, like maybe like a yacht,
Hmm.
I probably buy. When you say ridiculous, it would probably be something like that, like just a yacht.
Just with your own driver and just a
Yeah,
yeah.
like all the things, like, and then I mean, because yachts that are bigger than any lotto winnings. So I would have to also kind of choose wisely too, because it's like, you know,
Yeah.
it's like it is that I think those yachts go up into the billions, multiple billions. So that's why you would have to be careful, I think. But yeah,
Okay.
it would thinking off the like I just think it'd be cool. You know, you have a place to post up, and then like yeah, if you had like the whole detail of like service people, like somebody to like drive the thing, and then
Yeah.
cooks and all that. Heck yeah.
Okay.
And then
Nice. All right. So the last question we have is, what are your top 2 favorite go-to karaoke songs?
and this is a great question. This is a great question. So for Sublime,
Oh.
Sublime is
What
probably
song?
one of my favorite go-to, Santeria. And so that's just like that
Mhm.
one's like that one gets the crowd going too.
Oh, yeah.
And so I feel like I can sort of show my range of what I could do with the microphone.
Mhm.
The
That's
second
funny.
one too. The second one is also like this one is a hitter no matter where you go
Oh.
because the crowd will always sing with you.
Uh-huh.
And
What's this?
I forgot the name of the song, but it's the chorus goes, "Give me the beat, boys, and free my soul. I wanna get lost in your rockin'." That song, it
Drift Away.
can't drift away. Thank you.
Yeah.
Drift away. Yes, drift. People. So you just gotta start it, and then the crowd, wherever you're at, the crowd will sing it with you, and then you don't even really gotta sing, and then it kind of gets the crowd into the song, and like the energy is just kind of like high. And then yeah, it's
Mhm.
so that's my number 2. Those 2 are just like my go-tos easily. Boom.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah. I think I've seen you do Sublime before. When me and Heinz used to go to a lot of karaoke. I mean, we love it. That's one of our 2 favorite things. We go to karaoke bars, and Heinz is up there. He's rocking the mic, his loud voice, and he got this range that you're talking about. I just love singing. People who know me, they know I'll just go to any karaoke joint. Well, the crowd one that I'll do the Blackstreet, No Diggity. I love
Okay,
that. That's a
yeah.
good one. Yep. And then I love Aerosmith. Um, I don't want to
Oh,
miss a thing.
yes,
Yeah,
that's a
like,
good. That is.
oh man, I love that song. And then the one if I want to get the crowd going, of course they'll do the Backstreet Boys. Everyone does that. I want it that way, or As Long as You Love Me, or whatever. Or In Sync. But
All 3 of your songs are
when
from the 90s.
when you do karaoke songs, do you like to have a song that people can sing along to, or do you like to just like sing to show off your range and
Well,
kind of a song that no one really knows, but you could just sing it by yourself? And people are like, oh, I don't know that song.
no, it's all about energy for
Oh,
me. It's all about it's like
Mhm.
you got to read the room. So it's like
Okay.
my what annoyed me is there would always be if you're out doing karaoke, there would be a dude that would kill a song, but the
Mhm.
song was slow and boring. Like he just played the whole room. The whole room wants to go to sleep now. It's like, dude, don't do one of those. Like even all the songs that you talk about that you said, those are all like those kind of get the things going. And so
Mhm.
that's how I look at it. It's like that's my way of contributing to the energy and the party and
Yep.
all of that. So that's how I look at it. It's like you don't want to kill a room with like a song like because
Yeah.
I sing in a choir and so I would sing like these chamber music type songs and like basically like church songs and stuff. And
Mhm.
dude, I could kill those songs, but they're so boring, right? It's like
Yeah.
that's why it's
Mhm.
like no, like you gotta. It's like with most things, you just gotta read the room. Read the room, people. That's like you gotta figure out like
Read the room. Read the room.
yeah, read the room. Don't kill the vibe, especially if you're out at a bar and people are trying to have a good time, and then you're just like out there, and you sing this song good. Why would you
Yeah.
sing a song that like is gonna put everybody to sleep? Yeah,
I
you
know.
sound good. Why don't you go on one of those reality TV shows and sing? That's the perfect time to sing that song. But man, not on a Friday night, Thursday
Mhm.
night, whatever.
Mhm.
You're out with
Yeah.
your
Yeah.
people and just a killer
I
energy
get it.
vampire.
Energy Vampire Karaoke. Well, that was the interview questions we had for you. Hi, so awesome. Thanks for answering those questions. Hopefully, to make you sweat too much. How's your keto journey going? Any updates? Anything that happened this past week that you want to share? Any stories? Okay.
Physically, physiologically,
Okay.
yeah. Or
February.
I've never gone this long without like with a streak like this.
Nice.
But yeah, otherwise I feel pretty good. And then the push up challenge this week I started. This is week 6
Oh yeah.
of the new year, and so this is what's so crazy. That first week I was doing one push up a day, not very many.
Mhm.
Those were hard. Those are hard. I can do 6 push ups today, and it's easier today doing 6 push ups than it was doing one push up 5
Progress.
weeks. That's
That's
just
awesome.
crazy.
That is good.
Things work. It's so crazy. So it's like, I was doing one push up a day. Even week 2, doing 2 push ups a day, like doing 6 push ups today is easier than it was doing 2. Like those were struggles. So
Proud of you.
it's,
Proud
yeah.
of you. That's awesome.
Right. So yeah, I think maybe there is some physical change going on. I just don't feel it like maybe I did last time. I haven't weighed myself either. My clothes doesn't fit. My clothes still doesn't fit properly to my liking yet. So I'm not, but we've only been, like I said, this is the start of week 6. So, who knows?
Does it feel discouraging? Do you feel like it eventually will happen, or do you feel like
Yeah,
something
like
you're
it will.
doing has not correlated to you losing the weight or the feeling better, or do you feel better?
Yeah, I feel a little bit better.
Okay,
And it's a
it's fair.
little bit discouraging. Not gonna lie, it's because and I think it might be, we're older now. Like when we first started doing it, this was 7 years ago when we
Hmm.
first started. Or for you, 8 years ago. So I mean, we're basically almost a whole decade older. So trying this in our older age, I feel like that's just kind of part of what happens when you get older. But I'm a believer in it, and I think the biggest reason why I like doing keto is I like the foods. But it's like
Yeah.
it sucks because I do miss sugars and like all the like cheat stuff. I just explained to you my perfect cheat day meals,
Hmm.
but ultimately all the stuff that is keto, I love. Right, I love
Yeah.
bacon, love
Yeah.
ribeyes, love ground. So that's
Yeah.
why, you know, kind of why I stick with it too. It's because I'm leaning into something that I already enjoy. Now, for if it's people out there that are trying to do this, that that don't get that feel like this is difficult, this might not be the diet for you. You know what I mean? This might not
Yeah.
like why would you suffer something like this? Like we do it because it's easy because we already like the foods, and that's
Absolutely.
that selling point for me at least for
Yep.
sure.
For
And
me.
so it's just we like the food, so we're just leaning into stuff we like. It just sucks that we're excluding other stuff that we like too. But
Right.
man,
Right.
I appreciate how it feels like because I know what it feels like
Absolutely.
6 months. So that's why being 6 weeks in, yeah, it sucks because it's not as dramatic as the last time I did keto where it like I felt like it came off quick and stuff. Nah, but I'm also okay because I know if I do stick with it, it's gonna be good. And
Yeah.
then
That's good.
I like want to keep doing this podcast, so it's like
Hmm.
you know
Hmm.
I want to I don't want to be a liar when I come on here and be like, yeah, so. And I think eventually you'll see it in our bodies and and just the way we look, and
Yeah.
hopefully like the clothes we wear start getting looser, and we'll be able to wear more form-fitting stuff and all that good stuff that comes with it. So yeah,
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 you hit the head right on the nail. Like one of the things I do love about doing keto is I do like the foods. I enjoy eating salads, and I feel so much better on keto when I wasn't doing keto. Like my energy levels are better. I have more energy, and it's weird.
yeah.
I can't. I mean, if that alone is just enough for me to want to keep doing it, and it's a
Have
discipline.
those yet?
Oh yeah,
That
it's
one yet?
was that
Yeah, like
yeah.
that.
You'll
Will
you
come like
you'll get yeah you'll for sure you'll get there, and I also like a challenge as well. So
mm,
I like to prove people wrong. I'm like one of those like I'll do it just because I want to put my money where my mouth is. Or if I say I'm going to do something and I'm going to stick with it, I'm going to stick with it.
Yeah.
However, this falls into I was just on vacation, and I'm proud of you because you have. Hold on one second. Something came up. You've gone on for 6 weeks without cheating. I just recently just came from vacation. I cheated for like 3 or 4 days, and it was good. I mean, don't get me wrong, it was great. I tried to be good when I initially started. I was on vacation, and you're just with everyone. When everyone goes shopping, it's like
On keto people. Yeah. I mean,
yeah,
that's also why we said it's hard to be the only person in a household doing keto. Man, that is hard. But if you can do it, that really means you can do it. But man, to be
yeah.
the only person with all those food, the other stuff that you like, all right.
For the most part, all my dinners and foods and breakfasts were pretty much keto. Where it came to places I went, like we went to a ramen spot. I mean, I could have chicken wings and like a salad, but I mean, all right, I'm at a ramen spot. So I had ramen, and
Yeah.
then people had bags of like nerd candies
Oh,
and like, I mean, it's there. I was like, well, if I already cheated already with the ramen and I'm just here for the weekend, okay, that's fine. I'm just gonna eat, indulge
yeah.
for, yeah, but I didn't eat the whole
That's
bag,
how,
but
that's exactly how I would. Once you break the seal, it's like you're out of ketosis already. So
oh,
it's like,
out of
dude, have your
ketosis, totally out of
yeah,
ketosis, yeah.
have your fun. And then like I think mentally it's good. You get all that stuff out, and then like now
Yeah.
you could start.
Yep.
Now it's like start again versus.
Yeah.
And I think the other part is just not beating yourself up for it, up
Mm-hmm.
for doing that. I think you're
Yeah.
good because I think you know you're all good. So
Yeah, yeah. I went back in. I mean, I weighed myself and I came back and I gained like 6 pounds. Just in like 4 days, like I gained 6 pounds, like crazy. Like, but
and
I'm
you were
like,
hella too, so that's
what was that?
crazy that like you were snowboarding a lot too,
Yeah,
weren't
yeah.
you?
Oh yeah. I was
Like
snowboarding a lot. Yeah.
so like expelling that much energy and still gaining 6 pounds just kind of shows you just how much just eating stuff
Hmm.
like that, when
Well,
you're
not
on
only
vacation.
not only that, but I tested my ketone levels. They were back to point two. It was hot, way higher before that. My blood sugars were up higher. When I came back, my glucose levels were higher. So I mean, I could test. I know for sure I was out of ketosis. But for me, I can get back in it, within a week, maybe 3 or 4 days, eating normally like I normally do. I can get right back on it, which is nice. I know it's harder for some people once they cheat or once they indulge, like don't usually go back, or if they do go back, they just kind of slack off here or there.
How was the drinking out there?
Yeah, everything
Did
I
you?
drank. Yeah, everything I drank were all seltzers, or I drank tequila, just straight up.
Nice.
We did get some screwball like peanut butter whiskey. I try to stay away from it because that whiskey is a little sweet, like kind of like Fireball. I mean, it has a lot of. You could definitely tell it's a like a sugary drink shot. So I kind of stayed away from that. That's why I didn't really drink too many of those shots. So, but when I did drink, it was just
I was gonna
seltzers.
peanut butter itself is if it's made with just peanuts, I think is keto, right? And
Right.
then the whiskey
Absolutely.
is also keto, but then when you combine it, it's like not keto.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, Fireball is cinnamon whiskey, but there's not just
Yeah.
cinnamon and whiskey. It's sugar.
Yeah, I mean, cinnamon is not the same as sugar, but the cinnamon is paired with sugar
Yeah.
almost every time. So that's
And
why it's kind of like
and
things where
I'm sure the peanut butter was paired with sugar as well. So, uh,
exactly.
but yeah, I didn't kill myself over it. I didn't like, oh man, there goes all that month of hard work. I just said, okay, I get back on vacation and I go back, to my normal regular routine. I don't have stuff at my
Yeah,
house that'll prevent, cause me to cheat.
yeah.
And so, I have goals that I want to achieve. So I went back at it, and yeah, just wanted to be honest with my journey. I mean, shoot, I cheated, and I was already, yeah, actually, that was the end of January, so I have a whole month, and it's gonna happen to everybody.
Feels like this feels like confession for keto
Oh yeah.
people. I cheated. I cheated.
Keto confessions. Oh, we
Yeah,
should do a
it's like
segment called Keto Confessions.
It's
For the paid patrons, it would be for extra, $25 a month. We'll tell you some of the secret
I'm
confessions.
I'm a big believer, but I don't like to do it in the beginning, but I'm a big believer in cheating once a week once you are kind of at a certain level. And I that's just me personally. That's
Okay.
my goal to get to where I've lost enough and then I feel really good and then just be strict and then like cheat maybe one meal per week. Just one meal, not like a whole day like I
Yeah.
was talking about. But just one meal where you just, just kind of go all out. Like best place to do it is like if you're at a buffet and you can just kind of gorge on all the stuff that you really haven't had and then kind of stay on point for the rest of the week. And so
Mm-hmm. Oh, I mean,
that's good.
when I started keto like 8 years ago, and stuff that I do 8 years ago that I do now are like coffees, like how I order my coffees, like Americanos.
Yeah.
I've never swayed since day one. I always put heavy cream, like a little sugar free vanilla and coffee, and that's it. And I've kept that for 8 years.
Yeah, same. I
I
mean,
don't, yeah.
I would randomly have sodas, but no, I've been constant addicted to sparkling water.
Yep.
Even after doing keto and then getting off of it, it was just like my preferred drink for sure. And even like when there's times where I'm not trying to drink alcohol, I still love those. Like, I think it's one of the best things to order when you're at a bar and you're not really trying to drink is just get a sparkling water because it's fizzy and it's just refreshing. And yeah, so no, it's funny how some of these habits will stay keto, but we'll just add some of the like other stuff that that we usually
Absolutely.
take out. So
Absolutely. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Well, great. That was a good journey for us. And any last minute shout outs you'd like to give out? Interesting story. Yeah. I shipped over a laptop to Heinz this past month.
Yeah, that's right.
And tell us,
Yeah.
tell us the laptop journey, the keto laptop journey that you went through.
Started with Max, and so man, shout out to you and Max, man. Thank you, boys, man. Like I really appreciate it. Um, it's funny. It was like Christmas when I opened up the package, but that thing went on a journey for sure.
From Seattle.
So you from Seattle, but then but then they wouldn't let you. So we tried USPS, but they
Mm-hmm.
said that they can't ship overseas. They can't ship laptops overseas by USPS.
True.
So
Yep.
then Jeff had to go to UPS, and then to ship it directly here from Seattle, it was going to cost like $400, and I was like,
Yep.
"Don't do that."
No way.
I was like, "Don't do that." And then I have family in American Samoa, so I said maybe you could ship it to my family in American Samoa, and so he went to UPS, and they said it was $80, right? How much was
Yep.
it? 80
$80. Yep.
$80. So then he ended up doing that, and I was like, "Oh, pretty tight. Okay, that's way better than 400, what they quoted earlier." So $80. It maybe like a week and a half later. I was actually surprised at how fast it got here. A week and a half later, it finally lands in American Samoa. In American Samoa, my cousin gets it, then he holds on to it for another week and a half. And I telling him, I was like, "Dude, just go to USPS and like send it mail because we have a PO box here and." Just as long as you had a tracking number, because I've had other people send things from other parts of the states. Like my friend from Maryland sent me some like random like Scrub Daddy sponges and like random stuff. That he was able to send that directly from Maryland here, and I was able to pick that up. And so, but he did not. He was like he wanted to he wanted to go to the local airlines and send it on a plane. So he did that, and then that cost $45. So then that comes on the plane. So the thing is, you have to meet the plane. You have to go to the airport and pick up the package from the airport. Yeah. So then that's kind of like its own adventure because I don't have a car out here. And then so get there, and then when you get there, they open up the package. So they
open it up in front of you, or do you have to open? You have to open it up. Like, what if you don't want to open it up?
Then you don't get your stuff.
Oh, shoot.
You don't get your Yeah, so like everything, it's basically, make sure you're not like smuggling drugs or whatever, or stuff like that.
Yeah.
Contraband or so. So
Okay.
they open it up, And also, if it's like newer items, any newer items, they will tax too. So,
Damn.
so they saw that the laptop, so I basically told them, I was like, look, this laptop, my friend put it together, and then, the because Jeff he sent the headset and this microphone that I'm using right now. Man, these things work so good, and I love the way they sound. Yeah, we still had to pay tax, $60 local money, which is still only about $25 US. So all in all, it pretty much cost $150 from 3 different parties for this
across the world.
And it's just, man, I'm just like thankful for these guys. So just helps us do this podcast, helps me just do other types of work and other things. So yeah, super thankful for just our tribe of people, man. Just like I'm thankful. I have such dope family and friends that it's unbelievable. So I'm always thankful for everybody just being part of it. So
that's awesome. You're welcome. Okay, before we go, I need to get a Super Bowl prediction from you. Score. What do you predict the final score will be, and who's gonna win?
I think I sent it to you. I think it was 40-39 Eagles, I believe was the score that I sent you. I think it's high scoring, but I think the Eagles will win. So I think they'll win.
I predict 28 Kansas City and 24 Philadelphia. Kansas City wins 3 in a row. And that is my Keto Island Boys pick of the week. So, all right, guys. Thank you guys for listening. We will see you guys next week for another episode of the Keto Island Boys. Peace.